Welcome to an incomplete guide to personal growth. We invite you to take a breath and take a listen to our podcast that explores the wonder, humor, challenges, and sometimes those self-inflicted wounds on a journey of personal growth.
Our weekly podcast conversations include stories, resources, and tools that you can incorporate into your daily life. We're the mother-daughter duo of Sydney
and Kelly. Hey, Sydney.
Hey, Mom. I sound, ugh.
You do.
It
you know
finally
what?
came for me.
You are the first one in the family to get it.
You say first.
You did.
Which means that there will be
Well, there might
others
be,
to follow.
But hopefully that's just going to be you and Charles because I'm staying away and I'm heading out.
Knock on wood, so far he seems
I know.
okay.
He usually last year he brought it home and then we'd all get it.
Yeah.
But this year,
I don't know.
I do know why. You're under a lot and you finally...
You always say that. That is like always your reasoning for me for getting sick is
at the end of
stress.
every semester you used to get sick and it's the end of the semester and...
I didn't get stress from school this
Well,
semester.
I think it just added on to everything else.
I don't know. Maybe. But
Maybe.
here's the
It's
thing.
not cedar fever. We know that.
No, it's not yet. That's later. That's coming
Yeah.
in a few weeks.
It's
or no,
already
if we're in
coming.
January, yeah, we're already there.
Yes.
You know, I think everybody reacts differently when they get sick.
Yes.
You either have people like me that power through,
Yeah.
probably to the detriment of myself. But, you know,
Definitely. Definitely.
I stop here and there.
No, you don't. And I
Sometimes.
get sick and just show me the couch and I'll see you
I
in
know,
a few
but
days.
you don't need the sympathy necessarily.
Don't give me the
But
sympathy.
then there are other people that do that, and then but they want all of the woe is me.
Yes.
all of the.
I think we have
attention.
one of everything in our family.
We sure do. We sure do, and if they
We
really
have
listen, then
one
they'll know
of
who they are.
everything.
Yes,
That is so funny.
I can understand people that are like, no, I'm gonna pause my own life for a bit. It's the people that then like, not that I can't give some sympathy, I can, but like, after a while, it's like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I have my
we all
3-day
get
limit
sick.
anyway.
We all get sick and life has to keep going. So
Well, it does, but you know, I get over them faster when I rest. And you might too someday.
maybe someday
When
if
you
I
learn to
can
rest.
rest, whenever I have the ability
Yes.
and the time. And
Yeah,
the
that's
space
true, too.
And the fewer
All
responsibilities.
right. Well, I have gone through, I have been there and I have done that.
I know you have.
So now I do get to
Now
lay
you
around.
get to rest.
I used to have to power through for everybody else.
Yes, that is true.
Yes.
That
So
is
I
true.
have done my
So,
time.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll rest.
Yeah. It's just, colds are awful.
Ugh, I know. Because it's like,
really do.
they're not.
They
They're not,
interrupt
like,
your
serious,
sleep.
But yeah, that's the main thing.
That's
It's
what I
like
hate.
They just interrupt. Yeah. You just can't get as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I take NyQuil, then I feel drugged the next day.
Exactly.
So I can't do that.
Yeah. No, agreed. So
Yes.
hopefully, I don't know if listeners, if it's come for you, but
Yeah, it
maybe
is.
has.
But maybe you're longing to get better.
Oh,
God, this is getting bad.
it's getting bad. Yes, that's what we're talking about this week. Longing, yearning.
Longing. We talked about wants.
So
And
explain.
this week we're talking about longing or yearning might be another word you hear.
Yeah. So let's start off. How is longing different from wanting?
For me, a want is very attainable. And it's more concrete when I
Yeah.
think about wants. I don't yearn for a cookie. I want a cookie.
Yeah.
You know, I don't yearn. I want a better job. I don't think I yearn for that. I don't. Yearning to me goes deep to our core,
Yeah.
and there can be a fine line depending upon what you're wanting, may become a longing for. But there's a fine line with that. But to me, longing or yearning for something goes really deep.
It has, I think, probably some connection with like divine.
Well, to me, there's a spiritual connection to just about everything, but it can be both and. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why sometimes is it when we hear longing and yearning and stuff, we kind of think it's not always like a positive connotation. We think negatively of it.
Yeah. When I was, because this topic came up when I was reading a book and it used these terms and I loved it. But when I started looking and doing a little more research on it, so much of it became negative. It comes from a negative place. And I get part of that. You're longing for a loved one that you miss. You're longing for days of your whatever, you're longing and pining for something you can't have.
Yeah.
Yet for me, at the same time, it can be a motivational thing. And longing for me hasn't been negative.
Yeah.
It's moved me in new directions, so to speak.
And don't you had like a good quote or something in your notes about it?
I like this definition of yearning, or longing or yearning can be described as a profound and intense longing that arises from a sense of lack, which easy enough. It may manifest as desire for connection, understanding, or transcendence. And while associated with feelings of sadness, of and unfulfilled dreams, it also has the potential for transformation. Because when I'm longing for something, something is just lacking, if I'm aware of that and if I'm attentive to myself, then I'll go, what is that? How do you move toward that?
Yeah.
Transform, So, and I think also it has to do with, well, we'll get into this, who we really are.
Yeah. So like how would you say longing like manifests itself?
Okay. And it's going to be different from this is the toughest topic for me.
Yeah.
I think.
Why?
Because it's not so
individual.
Mystic. It really is. I mean, and it is very individualistic. Everybody, and it's not a concrete thing, but for me, when I experience that, I'm lacking, I'm yearning, and usually it is a spiritual thing. It's a more, how do I be more me? Who was I created to be? If I'm not fulfilled, why is that?
Yeah.
What am I missing? I want to be a sense of community. And I don't mean just, it can be a familial community, your community at large, but actually the universe.
Yeah.
How am I a part of all things? And so that part of being authentic and being who we really are, because when we're not.
So do you think that's like kind of like what all longing in the end is? It's like, how do we get back to our true
selves? Yeah, there is a quote about that also. Another way of saying, because it's a longing, it's a basic longing, if there's such a thing. It really boils down to connection, whether it be a connection with relationships, with the spiritual. Another way of saying this is that, and this is from Leon Seltzer. Another way of saying that is that we're all born authentic, but begin to lose what's inherent in us when we recognize that our dependencies on others require us to conform to their preferences. And if avoiding their disapproval feels essential, we really have no choice but to sacrifice our authenticity or wholeness to be a bit. And so when we sacrifice so much of us, then there is this lack.
Right.
There is this emptiness of whole, where, who am I?
Oh, for sure.
What am I meant to be?
Yeah. And when if
that makes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And so when I was thinking about the longing stuff, Advent was not that long ago.
Right.
And for our tradition, and I think it came from probably German tradition or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have the Advent wreath, which includes 5 candles.
Right.
3 are purple, 1's pink, and 1 is the Christ candle, white. So you've got hope, peace, and then the pink one's love, and then joy, and then you light the Christ candle on Christmas Eve. And I was thinking it's like hope, peace, love, joy. Well, to me, if we're trying to like kind of boil down longing, you know, kind of for everybody, what we all probably long for, I feel like those pretty much nail it.
It's that, isn't
And
it?
all of those four things connect you to yourself too.
Yes.
And to the spiritual,
spiritual
you know, side of
realm, yeah.
yourself as well. Because like,
Yeah.
we're not talking hope. None of those are on surface level. And when you're talking about them
No.
in that sense, hope, peace, joy, love, like all of those are, we're talking on a deeper sense. How do you find the fulfillment? How do you find hope? You know, when the world isn't giving it to you, how do you find true peace? Not just peace of sitting for 30 minutes, but peace. How
in
do
the
you
chaos.
find, yes.
Right.
How do you find love for yourself? Love for the universe, love, like, how do you find joy, like true? And we've talked about finding true joy in other episodes, but it's like how joy from within.
That is there,
Yeah.
and so you're right. I love the way you connected that, because I do think that when we long, those are the kind of things that we long for.
Yeah.
And we often put materialism on top of that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we, you know, if I just this, then it'll be peaceful. If everybody would just get along, then I'll have peace.
That will
Well,
never
you
happen.
really won't, because you'll be sitting there looking to see how are you going to keep it? How are you going to keep that peace? How are you going to keep, you know, and so it's that assurance, this hope, this joy that comes.
Yeah.
For me, the only way I receive that is
Yeah.
to connect with the divine.
Yeah.
To go, no, you know, there's that hymn, and now I'm not going to remember. It is well with my soul, and it was written by a gentleman who lost his whole family while crossing the ocean.
Wow.
He was in America, and he was bringing them, and
Oh, and they all, wow.
and so it is well with my soul is what he ended up writing later. And that kind of thing is when things go.
Yeah.
What, you know, I was joking with fantasy football that I had to play my nephew once more this year. And I was going to be seeing him that same weekend. And I said, oh, that just disturbs my inner peace.
Yes.
And so
So funny.
it's not that.
No,
right?
yeah.
It's this
Yes.
other piece that remains. And
Yeah.
and I think for me, I find it, and it's moments in chaos, and there it is, and I'm like, wow, that just comes from the divine.
Right.
And
So-
cultivating that.
Yeah.
We don't just go, oh, I want it.
Right. So what's like something that we do with the longing?
What do we do with it?
Or what do we do for it? What do
Well,
we do?
What do we do when there are times when I just feel an emptiness, and I'm, is this it? Is this all?
This is
What? And then I have to go, well, what is it that you're
yeah.
missing? What is that would make you feel whole? That
Right.
would make you, And oftentimes it's when I feel disconnected. I get lazy with my spiritual life.
Yeah.
I ignore that part of me, and then I feel disconnected.
Ugh.
And that disconnection leads to unrest. And it's like, you know, it's almost like everything else. So if you're an exercise person, and I'm not, I don't enjoy the gym. You like Pilates.
I do. I like my
But-
Pilates class.
Okay, so then let's say that I'm doing that regularly and I stop. Do you think my muscles remain?
No.
Looky here. You know, I mean,
So funny.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
And if I don't constantly work on that longing,
Yeah.
and I don't keep that spiritual connection, and it may be a relational connection as well. There are people that are my spiritual friends, that are spiritual guides, if I don't keep that connection, then I lose it. It could be through music.
Yeah. I can
You've got to find your own way of connecting. People that my dad used to have to go out into for 2 weeks at a time just to be in nature by himself.
No, like a month sometimes.
I know. Sometimes once he retired, he went longer.
Yeah.
Just to be by himself in creation. And that, and so you've got to find your way of filling not filling, but keeping that connection
Right.
for that longing. It doesn't mean that new ones won't come, but
Yeah.
when you don't, if you don't try to stay connected some way, if you don't keep that part of you,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, you're going to feel.
it's like the muscles,
yeah.
you know, it's like this little flab on my arm, you know, it just, that's what happens.
That's what happens. Oh my
So-
gosh. Yeah, so it's like almost something that, like when we feel it, we've probably been neglecting it for a while. And it's,
Yeah. It's kind of like, it is. And it's when you stop exercising, you feel it after a while. It may, playing the piano, takes you a while to get back into it. Get
That's
those
true.
fingers going, right?
That is true.
I mean, no matter what, you can name anything,
Right.
and it is like that.
It looks like, yeah.
So that is longing for me spiritually. It's this deep within us.
Yeah.
Who am I? What am I? You know, I don't want to say purpose. I hate that. But what am I to do today? You know, and I read something at one time. I loved it. It was like the most important, you know, what am I meant to do? What are you doing right now?
That's it.
You're to be present with whatever you're at right now. That is
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
And because it may be encountering a person, it may be, you know, but
Yeah.
it's a connection still. It's that you may not know.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically it's just like you have to, if you feel it, then you need to spend some time with yourself.
Yeah, you do have to reflect to go, what is that? What is it that keeps me connected that I've lost?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that keeps me connected to the divine or whatever you want to.
Yes. So hopefully everybody can figure out their wants and their longs, yearns. all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Let me see. I thought I had one more thing here. Yeah, because I like this one. One more quote: "Yearning is not merely an expression of lack; it's a profound invitation towards self-discovery and spiritual growth.
Ooh.
By embracing its complexities, acknowledging both the pain and the transformative potential, we can embark on a journey toward inner peace."
That's good.
Isn't that great? I mean,
really
it
good.
is. It's really an invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Even the sad part
Yes. Yeah.
is an invitation.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because it's not all, oh, good, I'm yearning. I am longing for something today. Yoo-hoo. You know, it's not that.
No, it's not that.
It's not. Unless you're going to Chick-fil-A for a peppermint shake.
milkshake,
But, you
yeah,
know,
that's different.
other than that, I'm longing for that
I'm
now.
longing for that.
But, yeah, so it's,
so good.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. So next week,
Yes.
we're going to be talking about some painting experiences.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, we have some new experiences to
Yes.
talk about.
And so if you have any topics or people you think we should talk to or books we should read, whatever sort of recommendations, please reach out to us. We're on all of the socials.
That's right. Great. So we look forward to next week when we take a breath and take a listen.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of An Incomplete Guide to Personal Growth. There are many ways you can stay connected. Follow us on Instagram at An Incomplete Guide Podcast, where you can sign up for our email list and get posts that delve deeper into our weekly topics. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast page wherever you listen to your podcasts. We would really appreciate a rating and sharing us with your family and friends.
We're so glad you chose to spend your time with us and hope there was a thought, a resource, or a laugh that you can take on your journey. We'll be here every Tuesday for you to take a breath and take a listen.